2021 Ski-Doo Expedition Sport 600 EFI Tunnel Ice Scratcher Test. This 2021 Ski-Doo Expedition Sport 600 EFI has difficulty keeping cool under certain conditions. A combination of warm weather, minimal snow or road running, low speeds, and a heavy load like carrying a passenger can cause the 600 EFI to run hot or even overheat, requiring the rider to stop and let the machine cool down. Luckily, Ski-Doo makes a product that addresses this problem: tunnel ice scratchers. Tunnel ice scratchers are spring-loaded, carbide-tipped devices that drag along the ground either side of the track, causing a spray of snow to enter the tunnel. This increases cooling capacity and protects the Hyfax or sliders. The tunnel ice scratchers can be deployed or tucked away when you don't need them. They're inexpensive and easy to install. You can see the installation video linked in the video description. Best of all, Ski-Doo's tunnel ice scratcher's double coil spring design won't damage anything if you reverse while the ice scratchers are deployed. Let's take a look at the snow pattern from the underside of the snowmobile on a typical groomed trail, first without ice scratchers. On a trail like this, the 600 EFI will have no problem cooling itself, even without the ice scratchers deployed. But we don't always have the luxury of riding on groomed trails that have a couple inches of powder on top. Next, let's check out the view with ice scratchers deployed. This is the same trail on the same day. Notice that the ice scratchers kick up a little rooster tail on each side. One stream sprays away from the sled, but the other sprays directly into the track. Now let's have a look at the effect these have on engine temperature. The gauge cluster is set to show engine temperature on the bottom right corner of the gauge cluster. At the time of recording, air temperature was about 2 degrees Celsius above freezing. Since the camera clearly shows my speed, I'm driving consistently at speeds that won't get me in trouble, considering Ontario's 50 km/h speed limit on all trails. At the moment, the ice scratchers are not deployed. This is the base 600 EFI cooling in action. You can see that it's doing a fine job considering the above freezing temperatures. Currently, the sled is only loaded with myself, a spare fuel can, and a small emergency kit. During the course of a 20-minute test, the engine temperature ranged from a low of 52 degrees Celsius to a high of 57, depending on speed and terrain, nowhere near overheating. Now, deploying the ice scratchers. With ice scratchers deployed, in identical conditions, at identical speeds, we can see that the temperature immediately dropped to 45 degrees Celsius. During the test, it occasionally rose to 46, even reached 47 degrees once, but it's consistently 8 to 10 degrees cooler with the ice scratchers deployed than without. Ski-Doo's tunnel ice scratchers are effective at keeping the sled cool, but this video doesn't tell the whole story. In these conditions, the sled had enough snow to keep itself cool even without the ice scratchers. But when crossing a few kilometers of ice or snow-covered road, especially if you're carrying a passenger, there is a risk of overheating without ice scratchers deployed. However, with ice scratchers, the temperature will stay within a reasonable range even in low snow to no snow conditions and even with a heavier load. Considering the relatively low cost of Ski-Doo's tunnel ice scratcher kit, the quality of the components, the ease of installation, and their effectiveness, I think Ski-Doo's tunnel ice scratcher kit is an excellent addition to any 600 EFI.